So, I recently went back to playing one of From Software most played game. That's right, Elden Ring. So I started playing this game back in 2022. So with that being said, I already have obtained 6 trophy. So let's not waste any time and dive into our first boss, which is Renala, Queen of the Full Moon. Now this fight wasn't too hard. All I have to do pretty much is just go around and smack a couple of librarians in the face to make Regala calm down from a little bubble. And then once I got close enough to her, pretty much annihilate her right off the bat. Now her second phase was a bit more challenging just because she's out here freaking throwing Kamehameha and Spirit Bomb on top of summoning Bloodfang dudes, dragons, and giants at the same time. So I spent a lot of time just trying to run away so I could try to survive the fight. But once I got close enough to her, it was a wrap, which ended up giving us this trophy. Yo! We have Renala, Queen of the Full Moon. Now, for this second fight, I ended up summoning this dude to help me with the fight. I think it was actually an AI, and it wasn't really another player. So we were going, I was going against this dragon. He was a bit of a pain just because of the lava he was throwing all over the place. So it was a little bit tough for me to get close enough. Once I did, and by the help of the dude that I summoned, we ended up getting a few criticals to hit. As soon as I avoided the lava and the attack, because he definitely hurt for sure. But once I did that, I was able to pretty much tackle him without too much of a difficulty. Getting this trophy. We have Magma Wire Maker. Now this fight was, man, this fight was a pain. Just because I couldn't really get close enough to him, because he what was it? The Royal Knight Loretta. She just kept throwing spell, and on top of that, she definitely hurt. The summoning that I had, it was just pretty much as a distraction. I was mainly the one doing all the damage, and she was definitely a pain just because of all the summoning that she was doing. So she ended up getting first round. She killed me one time. So if you guys haven't guessed it by now, we are 99.8% doing this entire plan with daggers. Yeah, which is a challenge on itself. Now let's get back into the fight. Then once I went back in, I pretty much spammed the hell out of Reduvia's special spell, and we ended up pulling her down that way. But fuck it, we got Royal Knight Loretta. Oh boy. Now, for this boss, I would like to say that I think I got the build that I wanted to go with. It started to come in shape. Because as you can see right here, I'm just doing massive damage with the daggers. I mean, I'm doing pretty good damage on them. And once we got into a rhythm, we put it down. Whew. We have Dragon King, Soldier of Noxtala. Now this boss fight wasn't too difficult. It was more annoying than anything else, just because this damn cargo will not stay still. I'll be up in the air most of the time. But once I got close enough to it, we definitely put in that damage, and we brought it down without any difficulty. More of the problem was just she was moving around, and I couldn't really lock onto it because of the daggers. But once we defeated it, we ended up getting this trophy.
And we have Ancestor Spirit.
Now this fight, this fight was going to be a true estimate of how strong I was, because I know this fight wasn't an easy fight, and even the developer knew it was not gonna be easy. It's gonna be an easy fight. So they let you freaking summon like 20 freaking NPC, and I definitely took advantage of that, and it was freaking pretty much a Royal Rumble against one dude. People, they said that they nerfed this boss fight. I wouldn't know because I didn't have nothing to compare it with, because I didn't play it until now, until back up now. So I don't know if he was nerfed or not, but he was definitely, even now, he was a tough dude. I know I would not be able to do it if it was just one-on-one. And this is how close the first attempts came into. Definitely put in the damage. I mean, like I said, there was like 20 against 1, but we put in that damage. At the end, it came down to the wire, but he definitely he got the better of me, at least on first round. But we went back. I went back for second, and this time around, he was really no match.
Fuck, Sharper Randolph.
With the fucking daggers, let's go. Now this boss fight, I pretty much used it to try to test my parrying skill, which, as you can see, I kind of really suck, at least at the beginning. I'm going against myself as a dynamic tier boss fight. Eventually I kind of got the hang of it, and I definitely punished him. And I got better. I wanted to believe I got better at parrying. And at the end of it, we actually ended up getting him as a summon on top of this trophy. And that was not even no, I was a mixed tier. Over here just parrying the hell out of it. Now, this is pretty much the same type of fight as the other one. And
We got Wriggle Ancestor Spirit.
now here's the real reason why I said I used the dagger 99.8%. It was because of this dude. This dude, on top of freaking moving everywhere, they also do poison effect on you. Not only that, there was 2 of them.
Oh, another one?
Oh, I'm fucked. I'm definitely fucked. Which made the fight super tough. And we end up getting a couple of this. Yeah. And I lost.
Shit.
So I got serious by the end of it. I used the summon with the Bloodhound fan, and I also equipped the Bloodhound fan to fight them off. And after I pretty much isolated one to try to take one out before the other one showed up, I put as much damage as I could. Once I did that, it became 2v1, and it was easy peasy after that, giving us this trophy.
Okay, you're fucking mine. Oh my god.
We have Valiant Gargoyles. couldn't do it this time around with the daggers. And even with this weapon, man, it was a fucking pain, but we did it. Because of that last fight, I ended up going into the blacksmith and fully upgrading the Reduvia, giving us the God-slaying armament. Here's also another fight. What I started using or doing was giving the mimic the Bloodhound fan, which that was my plan B weapon, and I would go back gripping my daggers. That way we have kind of two different type of damage going in. This guy was a pain because of the freaking tail. Couldn't really stay too far away from it because he will definitely punish me. But once I got close enough and having the weapon, or at least one of my weapon on level 10, we were, look at that damage we were putting in. And he wasn't able to stay alive for too long, giving us this trophy. Whew, yeah, Aston Notro, Born of the Void. Now this fight, since I was pure on just using daggers, I know on this boss fight they give you a spear, but I didn't even bother with the spear. I was just going in with the daggers. I might have been probably over level, if anything. Didn't really felt that way, but I was definitely putting in damage, and we ended up getting this boss fight pretty easy with the daggers, giving us this trophy.
Get smacked with the twin blade and the twin. Let's go.
Now this guy, he was I want to say he was just tough because he hit hard, but he also felt like he was also using blood attacks. But once I got a good rhythm into him, he wasn't staying in the fight for too long, and we ended up getting this trophy for it.
The player? Alamera player. Anywho, we got that.
Now this guy also he hit pretty hard, the Godskin Noble, but he was still no match for the dual daggers. Well, again, once I got into that good rhythm and using one of the special, I guess the special skills of the one of the daggers, it was pretty much easy peasy after that. Look at that damage, and he was done in seconds.
And we had Godskin Noble.
So this fight became a bit tough just because I wasn't really landing much of my attack, so he ended up getting me there. But on my second try, my attack was landing, and this guy was not sustaining, was not keeping up. We ended up being victorious, obtaining this trophy.
I wasn't even using that, but we have Licked Dragon Fortisa.
Now over here, I have obtained a very good summon early on, and I was trying to summon it here, but I did not have enough magic for it. So I ended up summoning this dude, which he was tanky. You know, he was a good distraction while I did some attack on the boss, and once that strategy worked, man, the boss wasn't able to keep up. We got Godfrey First Elven Lore. One thing I do want to say, this guy for being like one of the main boss was complete trash, I want to say. And we actually ended up getting one of the best summon in the game, in my opinion, and the one that I'll probably be referring to as waifu for the remaining of the other boss, because she was incredible. And as you can see, we took him out in just a few freaking seconds.
Thy part in this shall not be forgiven.
I do like her moving around, and we have Shepherd Margaret. Whatever, I can never know how to say their fucking name. But I do like that she can move around like that. So over here, we are on our way to pick up the last incantation and sorcery that I need to obtain this trophy. Have legendary sorceries and incantation. I'm guessing that's for getting other incantation and sorcery. Now this fight was I want to say it was a bit tough, but only because of all the bullshit that he's throwing at me. And he actually ended up getting the better of me on the first round. Yeah, he got that first round, but once I came back hard, and he wasn't able to keep up with our duels and our summons. Man, she's one of the better summons that I acquired from all the legendary ones. He definitely ate hard, though, I'm not gonna lie. But at the end, we came out victorious of obtaining this trophy. Alright. G fucking G. We have Mouth of the Omen. Now this fight was tough. First thing first, I tried to turn their freaking his summon against them, and I ended up doing my summon. So it turned out to be 2v2. I took care of this dude first, so he hit pretty hard too, so it was a tough summon. But while Tish was keeping the main boss at bay, I was able to take him out. That way I'll go after the main boss. And the main boss hit hard as hell. He almost ended up killing me numerous amount of time, bringing my life down all the way pretty much down to 0, as you can see here. Click on that. Oh my god. And he did that multiple times. So we definitely, boss were getting tougher as we were diving more into the game. Ow. Damn, he was tough. And we got him. Now this fight was insane. Just because with the dual daggers, you can't really lock on to big players like that, or big enemies like that. So I had to pretty much fight unlocked, making it a bit problematic to keep track of the enemies when they freaking move from left to right, especially this guy. Kept rolling left and right. On top of that, he used like a big ass freaking band or whatever the hell, shield, to swing it around and freaking flick me everywhere. I felt like an ant compared to this freaking massive giant. But we ended up weathering his life, even if it was a little bit at a time. But I was doing massive damage, as you can see. Once we got him halfway down, he went into his second phase, which is, what is it with this boss and ripping their limbs off to use it as a weapon? It's just insane. But on this second phase, I couldn't really find a good a good point to hit him, so I ended up using the Ritovia special skills, using the blood to attack from a distance, and that was actually a pretty good strategy because we ended up getting this trophy for it. Too tall. Oh, fuck, my heart is. And we have 5 giant. And my. No, this boss fight. This boss fight was. It was intense. So I felt like at this time, at this point in the game, I was the Lord of the Bleed, just because my daggers all they bleed. This guy was the Lord of the Blood, the Lord of the Blood. Yeah, I thought he was gonna be tougher than what he was, but into an extent, he definitely was. And on my first attempt, this happened.
Oh, he's charging. We died! We killed each other!
But I came back with a vengeance, and this time around he didn't stay in the ring with me for more than a few seconds. And that's all it took. He was done by then, getting us this trophy. And we have Sharp-Beard Mog, 42,000 points. Now we continue the game, burning the Elder Tree, and we ended up getting this trophy for it. We have Elder Tree of Flame. Use a kindling to set the Elder Tree of Flame. Over here, we ended up fighting another kind of like two bosses boss fight at the same time. But since they share the same health pool, wasn't really that difficult to take care of. Of course, I have my waifu with me. He was taking care of one, while I was just taking care of the other one. And eventually, we got this. God King Duel. We got a Smithy Stone. This boss fight was insane. Was beautiful. I had a freaking two-headed dragon who used to be actually a two-headed dragon that used to be a three-headed dragon. And he has some freaking insane attack. He will freaking throw lightning at you. He will sweep in the air and do this kind of like bomb attack from out of nowhere. He would definitely do, I believe he do laser attack, which is freaking, that was super deadly. It was an intense fight. I ended up using I want to say it was a special item that gave me the bubble that resisted at least one hit. I constantly was putting that up because this fight was tough. But at the end of it, we came out victorious. It only took us one try. We got this trophy for it. The Dragon Lord Lacidas. Now over here, we're going again against Loretta, the Royal Knight. And compared to the first one, and this one we actually went in. And the first time we faced her, she was pain. She was casting stuff, but this time around we knew her move swing, or moveset I should say. And I had waifu with me, of course. And we took her down, but with pretty much no problem, honestly. Where she was doing her attacks, but once I went in, got that pattern into it, life was withering away. Loretta, Knight of the Holy Tree. Now, defeating this dude was a bit tough, just because I couldn't stagger him when I was hitting him, so he would just pretty much blow through my attacks while I was hitting him. He hit freaking hard as hell as well, but I needed to defeat him to obtain one of the last legendary weapon that I needed for the trophy. So I resulted with pretty much just using the Reduvia special skill. It just hit him from afar, keeping my distance, and we ended up getting this trophy for it. Legendary armament. Acquire all legendary armaments. Easy, man, he was a pain in the ass. Now here you'll see me picking the last summon, I guess summon of war that I need. And of course, this fight I was kind of dreading, because I knew I seen clips of it being one of the toughest boss in Elden Ring, and me going into it with daggers, I was a little bit terrified, but for good reasons, because this is how you treat me at the beginning. Oh, okay, so she's not. Yep, she's not gonna let me. She punishes. Oh my god. Yeah, and once she did her special ability for the first time, I didn't stand a chance. But I didn't give up. I went right back into it. But this time around, waifu was with me, and we got in sync, and we were doing this to her. I got a what's her tail sign? Okay, hit and run maybe tactics. Ooh. Giving us her second phase. So we got her second phase. We were trying to try doing the same tactics. We were doing pretty good at first, but I believe once waifu left me, didn't really last much long after that. Oh my god, that was 3 hits. But I was determined that I was going to get her with 2 daggers, and we were getting better as we were fighting her. We were getting better, and eventually, I believe it took us maybe 4 or 5 tried, and this happened. Sharper Millennium, you can fucking do it with daggers. Now this fight was a bit terrifying, because this dude, found him in the past, doing assigned missions, I believe it was, and he hurt. So he wasn't holding his punch this time around, and for some reason, wifey wasn't really helping, at least on the first on the first phase. He was over here freaking, what the hell she was doing, playing hide and seek or some shit. But once we got him onto second phase, that's when me and waifu we align again as skilled together, and we brought the pain to him. Again, I was definitely keeping my distance because he did that crazy ass attack. Plus, he also had the dead ability, the wifey use, and I was keeping my distance and using the special ability of the dagger, and also going in. I wasn't really staying back, but I left waifu finish it at the end, and we ended up getting this trophy for it. Fuck yeah, bro. I mean, you were disappointing at the beginning of the fight. Not gonna lie. You definitely stepped up. And we have Malachi the Black Blade. Now over here, I'm just simply collecting the last talisman I need for this trophy. Over here, we are getting into those final stretch, those final bosses. This guy, man, this guy was no joke. Couldn't really find an opening for him just because of the AoE attacks that he does. He's constantly freaking smashing the ground, and I can't really get too close to him to attack him. This definitely took me more than a few tries to beat. I think it might actually take me more than a day. So, as you can see, I came back, brand new outfit on, and this time around I was here on a mission. Right? I was here to beat his ass. That's exactly what I ended up doing. So we got him to his second phase, which I want to say he was more terrifying on his first phase. The second phase is more into grabbing attacks, but I was definitely keeping my distance, and I was using the Redubia's special skill. Right. Just needed to take a mini break to come back even stronger. We got Horrorlock's Warrior Trophy, and we're just the two final battle don't really have a trophy involved to them, but in order for you to complete the game, you still gotta beat them. Okay, so after every boss in the game defeated that I needed to defeat, it was time to do all three endings. The first ending we ended up going to, we needed to get pretty much butt naked, go inside this door, get a hug from like a fire three-handed finger, and then going back to where we defeated the bosses and got this ending. Lord of the Frenzy Flame. So that's now with the power of the PlayStation, I ended up backing up my save, downloading it back up, and going for the other two endings that I needed to do. I want to say this ending might have been more suited to kind of the playstyle that I was going with. Because usually ninjas, they serve a lore or a master, I want to say. And this time, like, this ending kind of suit that style, as we are serving I forgot her name, and I know she was a witch. But this, I want to say, was it was definitely a fitting ending to my play style. Yeah, the Age of the Stars. So that one's where more that was, and then of course we got our final ending, where we don't serve no master, we ourselves. We have the final ending, Elden lore, in our plan, please. We got Elden Ring, boys. And here we have them. The game took me 117 hours to complete, but I'm not sure how accurate it is because save file is back from 2022. Let me know what other games you guys want me to play in, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys in the next one.